Ladies, gentlemen, there's somebody watching. Who is it? Come in. Who is that? Wow, two people already? Come on in, guys. What's going on? Thursday afternoon. What is it? 3:07? More! Hoorah, more. Isn't that something? Praise God. I was actually worried about it. I thought, biblically speaking, we're in a decline, and that's the way it was prophesized. And I thought, you know what, it wouldn't surprise me that he would lose, and the country and the world would continue to decline. And yeah, I just thought, it's up to God as to what his plans are, and I don't have any really control of that. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. MC, hi, young lady. ¿Cómo está? Can I give you $23? Thank you, MC. Translate for me, dear. I'm learning. What is that again? Tambay. Is that standby? Is that what that is? Teach me. Antopa. Yeah, teach me that in English. Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot my music. I was going to put some music on. I'm on an Xbox, so I'm not able to manipulate like I can on a laptop. So bear with me here. Ten people, come in, guys. Got 10 eyeballs or 10 sets of eyeballs in the afternoon. That's perfect. Come in, flood the room with your comments. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up. The least I can ask. You don't have to subscribe. Just give me a thumbs up. That'll help put my channel out there in front of more people. Can you do that for me? Por favor, please. Paliho. Well, thank you for coming in, MC, and more. Subhan, what's up, brother? More, are you there? I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, dear. 4 o'clock in the morning in Pinas. Why are you awake at 4 o'clock in the morning? There you are. What's up, brother? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo estás, more? I know, why did you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, Marikar? Or you never went to sleep yet? What's the weather doing in Spain? Is it fall weather, just like the United States? Starting to cool down? The leaves are dropping? The leaves are incredible this year. I got a blanket, second time blanket of leaves covering my house and yard. I'm surprised I'm not online looking for Trump. I just like to hear him speak. I want to hear. Yeah, I'm always interested in what he's saying. Ah, so yeah, you're. Well, you're on that's the protected side of the mountain. So you're not on the windward side. Which is better. Oh, you went pee. Well, thank you for sharing that with me, dear. You're so funny. I peed and then I checked my YouTube. I see you. Well, go back to sleep. Tulog ka. You're so funny. I've got a picture now, Mary Carr. Thank you very much. But I would imagine the weather is cooler down there by the ocean compared to inland. Oh, I have a question though. More. I don't know what the leeward side, what direction. Is that the north side of the mountain or the south side or east or west? I don't know your orientation, but if you're on the north side, you're on the cold side. So maybe that's what you're saying. Because I know the northern hemisphere, anything on the north retains the cold, the snow, the ice. It's the dry side. Okay. How about, is it north? Do you know? Do you get snow up in the mountains? And does the snow remain for in the shade? Or are you on the sunny side? Anyways, I might be. It sounds like you know your nautical directions. So yeah, as you know, the north side of in the northern hemisphere maintains the moisture, the snow, the ice, sometimes throughout the year. The south side is the sunny side, so that melts everything. The west side would be the way the sun passes over, rises and sets, and then the east side would be the opposite. It would be a shady side as well. I was in the, let's see, much cooler. Yeah, it's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Madrid, and it's 56 where you are. Yeah, it's quite a difference. AFG! Lion, what's up? Matt! Better than I deserve, Matt. Every day. AFG, thanks for coming in. What's up, guys? That's right. You're in, where are you, Matt? In Arkansas? Is that Crimson? I see the big A there. Alabama. Sorry. AFG. Well, are you in school? Out of school now, AFG. Alabama. Gotcha. I just figured out it's not A for Arkansas, it's Alabama, of course. So did you just get out of school, AFG? I don't know where you are. Are you in the United States or? Let me fix this a little bit. There we go. Oh, 10th grade. Well, you're not a child anymore. You're 15? right? Oh, from India. Is that right? You're either 14 or 15? If you're in 10th grade. 14, yep. You know, in other countries, it's very, very typical for the grades to be more, I'm going to say advanced. My wife is from the Philippines, for example, and it's like the age is 1 year before in the elementary school. They call it the elementary school years. So I was 15 in 10th grade, where my wife was 14. And the same with you. I have, Matt, actually. I was out yesterday, day before. I actually went to it wasn't a new place, but new for my kayak. And I got my butt handed to me as far as egress, getting out of there. I almost got stuck. And I was trying to figure out, how am I going to get my kayak out of this lake and up the hill that I had to descend down. And my kayak isn't a small, lightweight kayak. The thing weighs 100 pounds bare. And with everything on it, it's like 225. So I have to unload everything off of it once I reach the shore, move it to the side, and then pull the kayak out, put the wheels on it. I should say tip the kayak on its side, put the wheels underneath it, and then flip it back over and roll it. Well, I happened to go down this steep incline to get to the water's edge. And I knew that, but I thought, I've been there, done that. I know how to get out of here. I know the drill. Well, this was steeper and slipperier, say that 10 times, than I imagined. And I got stuck. I'm like, God, how do I get out of here? And I actually got the tow rope, or the bow rope, out of its case, its bag, and incorporated that. And then I started thinking, okay, how am I going to put together a 3-to-1 pulley system? I don't have a winch, but I'm familiar with, 3-to-1 pulleys. And I actually have one rigged up on the front of my kayak to raise and lower the trolling motor, but it's installed, it's bolted into the kayak. So I was trying to look at the trees, and I'm trying to, use my MacGyver. How can I winch this thing up this hill? And the wheels turned out to be the issue. They weren't the fat beach sand tires. They're the hard rubber, and they were digging in. And so I finally, after about, I'm telling you, 45 minutes, I took the wheels off of it, and I was just on the bare plastic, of the kayak. And that was the key. I actually was able to incorporate my muscle power, elbow power, grease, and the rope in getting this thing up the hill. And to say I was winded was an understatement. I was maxed. My heart rate must have been in the 190s. I was just whooped. And thanks, AFG. So I once I got the kayak up and over the lip, over the hill, then I was good to go, and I was able to put the wheels back on it underneath and load it all back up. And even loading it up there's a method so that I'm not carrying, 150 pounds at the bow. I got to move everything to the rear. Everything. The battery, the trolling motor, everything. All my gear to the rear seat. It's a tandem, so, it's a long 14-foot kayak. So if I can move everything to the rear over the wheels, that's where the wheels are, near the rear, it would be better if the wheels were dead center. That way the kayak would be like on a teeter-totter, and it would literally weigh nothing. But, oh really, AFG? Well, enjoy. I chose, I already know the drill. So if I put the wheels near the rear and put all the weight in the rear, then that weights the rear of the kayak and makes the bow much lighter. So when it's that way, it's manageable, and I can lift up the bow and pull it with the wheels along the ground. And then there was a little hump, a little mound of dirt to get the kayak up and over to get it to the car, and that was no problem. But I ended up being late to pick my wife up from work, and my son ended up going and getting her instead. So it all worked out, but my goodness. Your dad is in Switzerland? What, he does live streaming? AFG? So anyways, as far as the fishing goes, is he working in Switzerland? He's working. Yeah. I'm familiar with overseas foreign workers, people that have to leave their country, to make money for their family. So he hasn't been, is he separated from your mother, unfortunately, or is he just working in Switzerland because he has to make money? Has he been home to India to see you? I guess not, if you haven't seen him in 12 years. Well, I hope and I pray that you will be able to reunite with your dad. First he went to Turkey. Okay. And then Germany. Gotcha. AFG, I understand better now how important a father is in a young man's life, in his son's life. I unfortunately separated from my children when my son was 14 years old. Yeah, now that I remember. And it was sad, it was devastating, it was all of the above for me and for him. But I'm sure he was experiencing what you are experiencing. And then like 2 years later, we reunited my children, my son and my daughter. And then how many years after that? Let's see, that was 1998. And then in like 2000 or 1990, was it 1998? I think right around the year 1999 or 2000, we reunited, tears and everything. And then in 2004, I got deployed to Iraq. I was in the Navy, and they called me to Iraq to provide medical support. So my son was there when I left the United States to go to war. So it was like happening all over again. He was actually living with me in 2002 to 2004 with my new wife. I unfortunately got divorced from my first wife, his mother, and that's how we separated in 1998. And so anyhow, then in 2004, I'm going over to Iraq and leaving my son again. This time, we don't even know if I'm coming home. But fortunately, I did come home in 2005. And we reunited again in 2005 with tears and all. When we saw each other again back in California after I got back home from Iraq. So my heartstrings are tugged at when I hear a story like yours. It's more than what people imagine for a young man to always wonder about his father. Where is he? How is he? Do you stay in touch with social media, like Messenger and, that, at least be able to see him with social media? Or you don't have any contact with him? You do. Good. Well, that's good. That's today's technology. So that's beautiful. That makes things at least better. Better than not having any contact. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. So do you live with your mom in India? And your family? Do you have sisters or your aunt or grandma still alive? Is it, yeah, you two brothers, older than you? Okay. Well, that's cool. I don't know the situation with traveling in India. I know what it's like for the Filipinos to travel outside their country. And it involves, money for passport and all of the paperwork. Okay, Lion, we'll talk later. You're from Afghanistan. Oh, nice. Is that what AFG stands for? Afghanistan? Very good. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, isn't it, in India? Or 3 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock, yeah. Yep. It's 3:30 in the afternoon here in the United States, on the other side of the world. You too, AFG. Hit the thumbs up if you like, and you can subscribe if you want. I'll be here. I'm usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today is just an exception. I was bored and I decided to go live. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, your time about 9 in the morning until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Your time. So you might be in school, but you can try. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See ya, AFG. Thank you again. As you were. Who's still there? Moore, are you? I'm sorry, did you say you're at work? I asked you and I think you said yes, but I don't know if that was a response to my question or, yeah. Mary Carr, are you asleep again? I'll call you Marie. That's a lot easier for me. Matt, are you there? Matt. Oh, sorry, Matt. I was starting to answer your question about fishing. And so this lake is it's the exception here in New Jersey. Everything's shallow in these parts, or most bodies of water are shallow. And some of the bigger lakes are a little bit deeper, maybe 10 to 12 feet, but nothing more than that. It's not unusual for these little scattered bodies of water to be 3 feet deep or shallower. But they hold fish, and they hold some pretty decent sized bass. So this body of water is located on I don't know if it's man-made or dredged or dug, but it is fed naturally by a stream and egress. There's an exit stream as well. But the hole that the body of water holds is, I couldn't believe it. I brought everything I thought for, my kayak, and I realized I didn't bring the fish finder. So of all things to forget in a brand new body of water that I've never launched into, because it is deep, and just taking a guesstimate on the amount of line that it takes to hit bottom, it was probably 15 to 20 feet deep. And that is unusual. That's like a chasm. That's like a cave underwater, for around these parts. And so I was really curious, oh my gosh, how much water? How deep is this? And I realized I don't have my fish finder. Oh my, I forgot the monitor. I have the battery hooked up. I got everything ready to go. And I didn't bring my fish finder. I didn't bring the monitor. Oh my gosh, the plug and play, Garmin. Oh my gosh. So I didn't get to see underwater. I didn't get to see the, the lay of the land and so on. But it appears to be dug probably in the past. At least that's historically what I hear around these parts. They have these pits that they dig. And they do, back in the day, they mined sand or clay, or they did like sand for glass and clay for bricks. I'm trying to remember. It's kind of a historical thing around these parts that are no longer, And then so these pits are left, and then they fill up with water. And so that appears to be what this is. They have a what do you call it? Factory company that operates around this body of water, and it's what's it called? Where they turn dirt into fertilizer, and they got giant mounds of different types of dirt all around the one edge of the lake, and it's all different types of soil, and they grind wood and leaves and so on to make these different soils that they sell. What is that called? What is that company? So anyhow, so it's private, and on one side of the lake, there's a giant sign that says no trespassing. Trespassers will be prosecuted to the fullest extent, et cetera, et cetera. And I've done some shore fishing and been told from the local employees that the owner doesn't, well, don't know if it's 100% true, but if you stay on that side of the lake, there's no issue. But if you start wandering onto their, into their workspace, which is a dangerous place to be anyways, there's lots of heavy equipment and so on, then there's an issue. So he just was recommending, just stay on that side of the lake, and many people fish out of here. So that side of the lake is what got my attention. And so I've always wondered, where would I launch a boat if I did? So I did a little recon yesterday, or whenever it was, the day before. And I found access. And it was obviously others have found that access as well. So there is some portaging, or about 50 yards of distance that you need to walk, or 100 yards, less than that, to get to that access down to the water's edge. And it's elevated, and then there's a descent down into the water, and that was the hillside, the steep ledge that I almost got stuck in. So, but I don't think I'm going to do it again. A little bit too much work to be, I don't know, maybe if I can find maybe an easier, a less angle, then I might do it again. But it's a beautiful body of water, and although historically when I was there shore fishing, it wasn't producing really anything significant. I'm talking, little bass, little adolescent bass, and combination of pickerel and bass, but nothing like what I've, no multiple pounders, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounders. I haven't seen anything close to that. And yesterday or day before, even out in the boat. Now, I've only been there once out on the boat, and I did cover, I don't know, quite a bit of ground along the shore. And there's lots of laydowns. It's beautiful. It's bass country. It looks like it would produce, whatever, would, lots of hiding places, and submerged tree trunks, branches sticking up, laydowns, the whole, some lily pads. I only actually saw one little crop of lily pads, although it's late in the season, so they may have all disappeared. But I'd caught, 2 pickerel, no biggie, and then an adolescent bass, and then a regular size, maybe 1 pound bass. And that was it. So, it wasn't a shutout, but I was missing that. It would have been more eventful had I had the fish finder and I could see the lay of the bottom and all the structures and so on. So if I do it again, then hopefully I'll have the fish finder again and be able to entertain myself a little bit better. And the regular body of water that I'm always fishing out of, super slow lately. Both bass and pickerel are showing themselves. I haven't caught any yellow perch. They're out there, but far and few between with those. I'm not fishing for them, so that's probably the biggest reason. But they do hit on crankbaits every now and then, get themselves, a mouthful of treble hook, and or the smaller baits tend to attract them. And I'm not using really any small soft baits. I'm fishing for bass, so I'm using either 4-inch or 6-inch plastics and or longer when it comes to the worms and the Senkos, as they call them. Yeah, I'm using, like I said, soft baits, worms and or swim baits, the shad tail swim baits, crankbait, jerk baits, and jigs. Although jigs are a nightmare in that swamp where I normally fish at. So I don't use it there. At this lake a couple days ago that I got stuck at would have been perfect for them. I actually had a jig, and I didn't have any, what do you call it on it? Umbrella or on it. But that actually worked perfect there. I could let it sink to the bottom and do my thing with it without it getting hung up on any murk and grass and debris. But yeah, this old cranberry bog, it's literally what that entire lake is. It's an old bog. So the undergrowth, there's like 3 feet, sometimes more, near the dam, the deeper area, of undergrowth. It's just a mat of just bog, just a thick wall of it laying on the bottom. I've actually stood in it when I capsized with a friend of mine, and you sink down to your knees or more in this undergrowth, and your body's actually sticking up out of the water. It's only 2 feet of water on top of this 3 feet of bog. It's a nightmare. If you ever, one guy said, maybe I should bring my waders. And I'm like, no, you might not. You might think twice about that. I said, you'll get stuck. And the bottom, the actual bottom, like, underneath all that bog, varies in density. There's really sandy, rock hard underneath that grass. I have this long 8-foot power pole, manual power pole that I use for the shallow water. And I'll hit like granite. I can't even bury that. It just bounces off that rock at the bottom, underneath the growth. So there's that. And then there's mud where I can go through that grass and sink that pole another 3 feet underneath the murk. So it varies throughout just different areas of the lake. I'm probably talking to nobody. I see there's 2 sets of eyeballs watching, if there is. But I'm watching my time, actually. I just decided to come on for an hour or hour and a half, and then I have to go pick up my wife here in about 45 minutes. But that shallow body of water that I'm talking about, that holds the biggest fish in my general proximity, and hence why I keep going back there, because those 5-pound bass are, more. Mommy Cha-Cha, what are you doing awake, dear? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. 15 minutes to 5 in the Philippines. Do you rise early, Mommy? Musta. Mommy, you're in saan ka? I forgot. You're in Luzon? You told me before and I forgot. I think you're in Antipolo. No? Oh, she's going to school. So you woke up to make breakfast. Yeah. That's what we do too. My anak is in college right now, and he wakes up in the morning and he expects dad or mom to make him breakfast. Oh, you're in Marikina. Okay. Gotcha. Near the airport, right? Mommy? You're by Mall of Asia. Isn't that Mall of Asia? Marikina? MOA? Yeah. You're so funny. Yeah, Antipolo. Yep. Okay. Do you remember I visited the Philippines in 2018 and we stayed in Taguig for 1 week? So we visited Mall of Asia, BGC, Grand Canal, Market. We went to Tagaytay and we went down to the volcano before it erupted and did the horseback ride to the summit, to the crater down in Taal. And then after 1 week, we went to Iloilo and then Bacolod and Dumaguete and then Cebu. And we went home from Mactan Airport. Yeah. Mary Carr, stay awake. Come up on stage. Do you want to come up here? You can just use your voice if you want. I can invite you. Akyat ka? Mommy or Marie? Did you hear about Trump? Did you hear about him? Woohoo! Finally. Gosh, the world will rejoice again. That's right. If you want, you can akyat and you can talk Tagalog to Mary Carr, or you can talk to Mommy Marie. Up to you if you want to join me. Oh, next time? No problem. Well, Marie, you can hide behind your profile picture and use your voice and speak Tagalog to Mommy if you want to. Up to you. I don't have the landscape format, but it still works on this short format. Yeah, I miss you guys, your voice. So it would be nice to hear you on my live stream instead of on your live stream. Oh, what is for breakfast, Mommy? Kain itlog longanisa or hot dog? or ista. Not kain. Kanin. I forgot. Steamed rice is kanin. Eggy dog. Long silog. Tap silog. Bang silog. What else? Dog silog. That's it. Dog silog. I know. I'm familiar. Intindihan ko. Naintindihan ko. My favorite is bang silog with the sausaw. Let's see here. There we are. All right, wait, a little bit closer. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, bangus and itlog. I like the, in Ilonggo, it's sinamak, or the, the suka, the sausaw for the bangus. What is the other brand of vinegar, the spicy? Oh, the Datu Puti suka pinakura. I'm looking in the cabinet here. We have two brands, Datu Puti and pinakura suka. Sawasawan nagbayan. Sawasawan nagbayan pinakura and Datu Puti pinakura. Yeah, you know those brands, right? Oh, why did there we go. Daing bangus itlog sinigang with vinegar sausaw. Correct. Namit. Masarap. What is it in Bisaya? That's lamit. Lamit. Oh my, I know this. Lamit. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I know, I love pinakurat. So do I. Saayo, lamit, saayo, lamit. Yeah, I forgot. It's the side. Saayo. What is it? We also have the homemade sausaw, with the sili and the suka in the bottle. Yeah, this one is that's the name brand, Datu Puti. But we have the homemade one in the in the bottle with the chili and the suka marinating together. Yep, I know. This stuff is addicting. I agree. You know what? Even I do sometimes, Mommy, when I make a salad, with gulay and tomato, tomate, etc. I use a vinegar and oil dressing. I will do a little dash, like a little teaspoon of this pinakurat, and drip it over my salad, and makes it a little bit spicy, like a spicy vinegar and oil dressing, or Italian dressing. That's what I'm thinking. The Italian dressing on the salad, I'll put a little teaspoon of this and drip it over and mix it together. It's so good. Yeah, you use Datu Puti brand, this one? That along with this. Yep, tubat vinegar. Yep, good stuff. But next time, if you think about it, if you remember, if you're ever eating a salad again, put a little drip, a little teaspoon of Datu Puti on top of the salad. Oh, it's the bomb. Yeah, and olive oil. Yeah. Peanut, that's a good one too. I didn't think of that. Just plain olive oil and then pinakurat. Ah, good idea. I have olive oil. So just do olive oil and pinakurat. Ah, that would be perfect. Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. My mouth is starting to water. It's 4:00 right now, Hapon, and I have to leave in like 30 minutes to go pick up my asawa. She's at duty at work. And then she wants to go to the market after work. She told me this morning. So my anak is at school until 5. It's a full day today, from 9:30 in the morning till 5 p.m. So he's going to be late. So I'm going to go pick my asawa up from work and then go to the market after. She wants to do some shopping. What is your favorite? What are some of your favorite Filipino dishes, Mommy? Mine, for me, there's more than one. One of my favorites is tortang talong with Datu Puti, with pinakurat. Oh my gulay. Tortang talong, oh my gosh, with pinakurat, the bomb. I can't eat enough of those, especially the small talong, the Chinese talong. I can eat 5 or 6. That's it. In Greece or in Italy or Spain, that's really big over there. Olive oil. Yeah, olive oil is wonderful. You can just do olive oil and suka, vinegar on your salad. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper. That's a wonderful salad dressing. Just vinegar and olive oil. Oh, tortang talong, that's my favorite. When I go to the Philippines, I ask my family, I would like tortang talong. And so they go, next door, or somebody grows the talong in their backyard, and they go pick maybe 6 of them for me, the small ones, and they make 6 talong for me, and I'll eat all of them. Yeah. The small ones, though, the big ones I can only eat maybe 2, but I love it. Love tortong talong. Yeah. Afritada is another favorite, especially with coconut milk. The coconut cream in the afritada, oh my gosh. And make it a little bit spicy. Put some chili at the end. Well, my asawa doesn't like chili, so we do no chili, and then I add my chili after. And also, another favorite is, it's comfort food, the Filipino comfort food, the vegetable sabaw, sinigang, of course, but I'm thinking of nilaga or linaga. Yeah, vinegar, olive oil, a little bit of salt. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you're making me hungry. Oh my gosh. I haven't ate yet. I need to eat. So afritada, linaga, or nilaga. In Ilonggo, it's linaga. In Tagalog, it's nilaga. Yeah. The same. And what is another? Of course, I like sisig, but sisig we don't make. That's like at the restaurant. Oh, I said already, bangus is wonderful. Oh, what about mango beans with fish, or galunggong and mango, kari kari. I eat it. I can eat it, but it's not like a favorite of mine. My asawa loves kari kari, but it's not. I like the other sinigang, nilaga, afritada, and tortong talong more than kari kari. Oh, also, well, the seafood in suka, the crab, the shrimp, what's it called? Kiliwan, kini. What is it? Help me. Kim, oh my gosh, Lynn, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, look at that. You already said it. Mongo with fried galunggong. Exactly. I know, it's delicious. I know. Oh my gosh, you're making me hungry. What is it, Lynn? Mommy? Kiliwan? I'm not saying it right. The pickled seafood, shrimp, crab, pork skin. What is it called? Oh, Friday is Mango Day? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. What is that dish? I know, I'm so hungry, man. Hey, when are you going back to the Philippines? You don't know yet? I've been hearing some horrible news in Lebanon. And I think about you. I was like, gosh, are you safe? No, not Tahong. Kiliwan, ki, what is it? Starts with a K. You know, the pickled seafood, the shrimp, the crab, it's just marinated. It's not cooked. What is that? Kiliwan? Oh my gosh. What is the word I'm thinking of? Kiliwan? Kini? What is the name? You still don't know? I thought you were free to travel now. No? Well, it's something like that. What is the name of the dish, Lynn? In Spanish, in Mexico, they call it ceviche. But the equivalent in the Philippines, ceviche. This one. Yeah, ceviche. In Spanish, oh, I'm sorry, I put YK. Forget the YK. It's CE. Where did that YK come from? Ceviche with the accent at the end. That one. Ceviche. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's the name, the spelling, Kiliwen. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else, but I mean, it sounds like that's the dish. That's the pickled seafood, shrimp, crab. They cut up the pork skin and they put that in it. Right? Is that correct, Lynn? I just don't recognize the spelling Kilawen. But it sounds like the dish I'm thinking of in my thinking. So. Yeah, you don't cook it, correct. Just suka, right? Just vinegar. Correct. Well, you know what, ladies? I'm getting hungry now, and I have about 20 minutes before I have to go pick up my asawa. So I am going to, yeah, Kiliwen, however you pronounce it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? In Ilonggo, it's Kinilaw. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. Kinilaw. 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 That's the Ilonggo pronunciation. So the same, Kinilaw, Kiliwen. Okay, I just remember. Maybe that's the Ilonggo version. Yes, okay, yeah, Kinilaw. Correct. I love that. That is really good. And I love all the seafood. I like shrimp, I like crab, I like isda, bangus, and what's the other one? It's like a butterfish, big and round. It's like a round fish with the wide tail, and at the end, it's pompano. Yeah, the same. Gotcha, then. Gotcha. Yeah, pompano is wow. That's like a very delicious. Tastes like butter. Pompano. Okay, mommy. Bye, dear. Maraming salamat. Pabisita. Don't forget the tamsak. Yeah, I'm going to eat and then I'm going to get ready to go pick up my asawa and go to the market. Okay, Lynn? Yeah, pompano fish. You love it too? You can cook for me anytime. Yeah, I love all that. Bye, beautiful. Lynn, Mommy. More, if you're still out there. See ya, bro, from Spain and the rest of you. Bye, guys. Bye, Lynn. Mwah. Bye, Mary Carr. Bye, guapas. As you were, as I say. Bye, guys. See you.